Hey guys, Perri back here with Adam Chitwood, and we've got another TIFF 2018 review for you. This one is for the movie Destroyer, stars Nicole Kidman, and is directed by Karyn Kusama, who you might know from The Invitation, Jennifer's Body. Adam, you want to jump into the story?
Yeah, I mean, Kusama has had a long career of kind of jumping through genres. This one finds her in another genre. It is the noir thriller, and this is very much a noir, straight through and through. It's a present-day set noir, but instead of Al Pacino or Robert De Niro in the lead role, it's Nicole Kidman. So it puts a very different spin on the story. She plays an LAPD detective who is very clearly dealing with issues. She's under heavy makeup. Her hair's very shaggy. She's very clearly been through a lot of stuff. The film opens with a murder. She seems to know more than she's letting on, but the rest of the film shows her kind of investigating this murder, but also flashing back 17 years prior to show the events that led to kind of her own destruction when she went undercover into a very dangerous drug operation.
Yeah, she's scary. Nicole Kidman is scary in this movie,
yes.
But at the same time, Karyn Kusama and Nicole Kidman, through her performance, they do an incredible job of keeping you rooting for her the entire time, even though she is, she's difficult to look at. She is, not only with all the heavy makeup, but she's also like miserable and mean too.
Yeah.
And it makes it very difficult to comfortably watch her on screen, and also you never know what she's gonna do. Yeah. She is the hero of this story, and I did find myself fully investing in her to an extent where, I was also interested in finding out what the heck was going on here, but I wanted to see her come out on top, but I was scared of her. I was scared of her, and I was scared of what she was going to do next, because she is really all over the place, and Nicole Kidman completely loses herself in the role. And shout out to the hair and makeup team on this too, because it's not one of those things where, super famous actor, let's just bathe them in makeup and make a thing out of it. It was very, very natural looking, and it suited the character too. Certain things about her look are tied to things that happen in the movie, and I really appreciated that touch. I think my main criticism of Destroyer is, I do tend to like my stories in a logical order where I can pick out all the little pieces and connect it, and not necessarily walk away with a movie that ends with a little bow on top, but in a way where I feel satisfied from whatever the mystery turns out to be. And I think when I walked away, I found myself questioning certain details that didn't feel like they quite lined up, and also there might have been a small few that also felt like they disappeared to me.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shaggy narrative. The plot gets a little complicated as it goes towards the end, and the film kind of feels like it's droning on a little bit as it gets toward the end. But thematically, I think it's bang on. I mean, it's a film about owning your own issues and owning your own desires and wants, and then reaping what you sow from acting on those desires and wants, or what you've been doing. And everyone kind of it's about introspection and thinking about kind of your own self and your own life, and what you would do when no one's watching. And it's a really fantastic performance from Kidman, really complicated performance. I mean, it's in the vein of like Breaking Bad or Mad Men or The Sopranos. It's a bad man, but this time it's a woman, which makes it nice to see. And it's no coincidence. It's not like Kusama treats it as, it's not as if the character was written as a man and they just threw a woman in the part, or threw a woman in the part. But it's complex, it's complicated. One of my favorite scenes in the entire movie has nothing to do with the kind of murder subplot. It's a scene between Nicole Kidman and her daughter, and it's just really gut-wrenching, and a really bold and brave performance from Kidman in that regard. But I mean, it's really fascinating. It's a film that was directed by a woman, shot by a woman. I think the editor was a woman. It feels different and refreshing from anything else you've seen, because we get a lot of noirs, we get a lot of crime thrillers, some better than others, but this one, at the very least, is different in that regard.
It's different in all those respects, and also it was something else seeing Nicole Kidman just completely lose herself in a role like this to such a disturbing extent. But bringing up the family thing too, I think the family and the more violent mystery, those two storylines, I guess you can call them, I think they paired together especially well. But ultimately, I have to give this one a B-. As I said, I didn't walk away, I think, as satisfied as I needed to be with, you know, where the mystery wound up in the very end. But I also suspect that this could be a repeat of my reaction to The Invitation, where the first time I saw The Invitation, I walked out just kind of frustrated by it all. I didn't think it landed in a place that made the whole experience worthwhile, and I wasn't thrilled about it, but someone convinced me to give it another go, and in that case, knowing the ending completely changed my experience with everything that happens in the movie before it. And I mean, it's one of my favorite movies of the past few years, and you know, I can't make an accurate prediction right now, but I do suspect that going back and rewatching Destroyer, I think that might change it a little for me, and I might wind up appreciating it more. Yeah,
I love The Invitation. This is very different. But it's not, I mean, the cinematography in The Invitation is very controlled and very elegant. This movie is much more shaggy, very grimy, Los Angeles based. Very sunny, and I mean, Kidman's makeup and everything is juxtaposed with the scene set 17 years prior where she looks like Nicole Kidman that we know now. So again, it serves a narrative purpose, and it's very striking to see the difference. I landed on a B in my written review. If you want more of my thoughts, you can read it on Collider.com, along with a ton of other written reviews that myself and Matt Goldberg have been writing from TIFF. But yeah, it's solid. It's definitely worth checking out.
Alrighty, guys, that is our review of Destroyer. Keep an eye out for more TIFF coverage on the Collider Video YouTube channel, Collider Quick, and of course, Collider.com as well. Thanks so much for watching. Like and share this review. We'll see you soon.